Hi, this is Frank McLaughlin of McLaughlin Lofts. In this video, we will talk about training your pigeons to fly into the night. It is a relatively simple system, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a tip that will help you with racing all races, whether you decide to train your pigeons to fly into the night or not. Now, if you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe. I'll try to keep the videos coming regularly. Now, when we look at pigeons flying into the night or into the darkness, we are not talking birds flying 4 or 5 hours into the night. We're talking training the pigeons to fly maybe 30 minutes longer than they normally would have flown if they weren't trained to fly into at least into the dusk and into the early into the evening. Now, when you start training these pigeons to home into the dusk or into the night, you must start in the afternoon. You have to start training in the afternoon, and you have to slowly inch them closer and closer to the night. Now, by doing this, you're not training the birds long. You're expecting your pigeons, maybe when they're 15, 20 miles from home, to make the decision that it's getting dark, but I can make it. I can make it to the loft. You're not going to get the pigeons to fly 2 or 3 hours into the darkness. If they've been on the wing that long, they're probably totally exhausted at that point anyways. So let's start. Here in Massachusetts, say for old bird season, it starts getting dark around 8:30. So about a month before the long distance races, you'd want to start training your pigeons in the afternoon. Say you take them 15 or 20 miles, let them go about 3 p.m. Next toss, 3:30. Next time, 4 p.m. from about 20 miles, 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30. Slowly inching them to dusk. When you get to about 7:30 at night, you want to be liberating the birds 15, 20 miles from home. You want them to come home just at sundown, just as it is getting dark or just at dusk. Again, you don't want them flying after it gets dark. You want them to fly until it is dark. So once you start letting them go, say 7:40, if the sun is down at 8:15, you have them come home. You can get it closer and closer so they're arriving at or after sunset. Now, this really helps with pigeons that normally may be 20 miles from home and it's dusk and they look to roost. But because you've given them the confidence to fly later in the day into dusk, maybe right up until it's starting to get dark, the pigeons may decide to make it and go for it. They may finish the last 20 miles, 30 miles, may fly 30 minutes longer than they normally would have, which will give you an advantage possibly to win, to have the only day bird, to get a bird on the day when other people aren't getting pigeons. Now again, if the bird is totally exhausted and wiped out several hours before it gets dark, it's not going to have a chance anyways. But a super conditioned pigeon in great form, great health, will continue to fly into the night. Another little secret that you can use: start training, if possible, in the afternoon or for all your races. Let the birds go 2-3 hours before night. Let them go an hour or so before dark, maybe 30 miles away. The birds learn to race home. They perform much better if they know that night is coming. Now, you don't have to train them right up to dark, maybe 2 hours from dark, but after a bit, they realize, they come out and they go. They go for home, they want to get home. They learn to fly the last, say, 30 miles of the race course a little quicker than they normally would have because they are in a rush to beat the clock of dusk. Now again, I hope I helped. Like and subscribe. If you do apply this, again, go slow, inch them out, use the clock, maybe a half hour later each toss, take some time, and then you want to have your birds arriving from about 20 miles right at dusk, not later than that. You could hit wires, you could run into problems, but you want them to arrive right at dusk. That's the goal. Best of luck, Frank McLaughlin, McLaughlin Lofts. I look forward to the next video. It should be up soon. Thank you.